Imagine the thrill of creating something beautiful from a blank canvas. That's the joy of painting. Today, we embark on a journey, a delightful dance of brushes and colors, a beginner's guide to creating your very own masterpiece. We will start from scratch, transforming an empty white canvas into a vibrant work of art. Our aim is to make this process as simple and enjoyable as possible, whether you're picking up a paintbrush for the first time or just seeking to hone your skills. We'll walk through the essentials, gathering your supplies, choosing a subject, sketching your composition, adding color, and experimenting with different brush techniques. We'll also explore how mistakes are not just inevitable, but an integral part of the learning process. So, ready your art supplies and let your creativity flow freely. Join us as we unravel the mystery and magic of painting. Before we dive into the world of colors, let's gather our tools. To bring our painting to life, we need a few key supplies. First and foremost, a canvas serves as the base of our artwork. It's the stage where all the magic happens. Next, we'll need brushes. Different sizes and shapes are your best friends, allowing you to create a variety of strokes and effects. A small round brush for details, a flat brush for broader strokes, and a fan brush for blending are good starting points. Now let's talk about paint. Acrylic or oil paints are perfect for beginners. They're vibrant, easy to use, and offer a great deal of flexibility. A palette for mixing your colors will also come in handy. And if you've chosen acrylics, don't forget a jar of water to clean your brushes between colors. With these tools at your disposal, you're all set to begin your painting journey. Now that we have our supplies, it's time to choose our muse. This is a critical step in creating a masterpiece. It's like setting a destination for a journey. But fret not, as a beginner, you don't have to aim for a complex subject. Consider starting with a simple subject, something that resonates with you. A landscape, perhaps? Landscapes are an excellent choice, as they allow you to practice various techniques such as blending colors and creating depth. Think of a serene lake, a calming sunset, or even a lush green field. The simplicity of these subjects allows you to focus on the fundamentals and gradually build your skills. So, take a moment to visualize the landscape you want to bring to life. Remember, simplicity is the key when you're just starting out. Your initial goal should be to understand and enjoy the process of painting. As you grow, you can venture into more complex subjects. A great painting starts with a great sketch. And that's exactly what we're going to focus on now. Sketching the composition works as your roadmap. It helps you understand the layout of your subject and guides you in the painting process. So pick up your pencil and let's start laying the groundwork. You want to sketch lightly on the canvas. You're not looking to create a detailed drawing here. This sketch is just a rough guide, a blueprint if you will, for your painting. Begin by identifying the largest shapes in your composition. In our landscape, that might be a mountain range, a tree line, or a body of water. Sketch these in first. Remember, you're not looking for minute details. Just get the basic shapes down. Once you have your major elements sketched, you can start to add in some of the smaller details. Maybe there's a small cabin nestled in the trees, or a boat floating on the water. Again, don't stress over the details. The point here is to give yourself a visual guide to follow during the painting process. Now you might be wondering, what if I make a mistake? Well, that's the beauty of this stage. If you're not happy with something, simply erase it and try again. This is the time to make adjustments, to play around with the composition until you're satisfied. And remember, your sketch doesn't need to be perfect. It's not meant to be a finished piece of art. It's a tool, a stepping stone on the path to your final painting. So, don't be too hard on yourself. If the proportions aren't quite right, or the perspective is a little off, that's okay. The most important thing is that you're making progress, that you're taking steps towards creating your painting. No need to worry about perfection at this stage. It's all about laying the groundwork. So, take your time, enjoy the process, and let your creativity flow. Your sketch is just the beginning. The real magic happens when we start adding color, but that's a topic for our next scene. Stay tuned. The real magic happens when we introduce color to our canvas. Now let's breathe life into our sketch by adding color. Think of this stage as laying down the foundation of your painting. We start by painting the background first, moving towards the foreground. The reason we do this is that it follows the natural order of how things appear to us in real life. Faraway objects are often less detailed and lighter in color, while nearer objects are more detailed and vibrant. When it comes to choosing your colors, consider the mood you want to set. Warm colors like reds, oranges, and yellows can evoke feelings of happiness or energy, while cooler colors like blues, greens, and purples can create a sense of calm or sadness. As you begin to paint, remember to layer your colors. Layering is a technique where you apply one color over another, allowing the colors to interact and create depth and dimension. Start with broad strokes to cover larger areas, and then gradually add details with smaller brushes. Blending is another crucial technique to master. This is where two colors merge seamlessly to create a gradual transition. To blend, simply apply two colors side by side, and while the paint is still wet, use your brush to mix them together. Don't forget to have fun with color mixing. Combine different colors on your palette before applying them to your canvas. You'd be surprised at the range of hues you can create from just the primary colors: red, yellow, and blue. And remember, it's okay if your painting doesn't look perfect straight away. It's through trial and error that you'll discover your unique style. It's all part of the process. Embrace the challenges and the unexpected surprises along the way. Experiment with your colors. It's through trial and error that you'll discover your unique style. So go ahead, let your imagination run wild and watch your painting come to life. Now, let's explore the different brush techniques that can bring your painting to life. This is where the true magic of painting comes in. Your brush can be more than just a tool. It can become an extension of your own hand, your own self, giving life to the visions in your mind. Let's start with stippling. This technique involves creating tiny dots with your brush, and while it may seem time-consuming, the end result is a rich, textured surface that can add depth and dimension to your work. Next up, we have blending. Blending is all about creating a seamless transition between different colors or shades on your canvas. It's a fundamental skill in painting, allowing you to create everything from soft gradients to dramatic shadows. It's like mixing a cocktail of colors on your canvas, with each color flowing smoothly into the next. And then there's dry brushing. This technique involves using a dry brush with very little paint on it to create a scratchy, textured effect. It's perfect for adding highlights or creating the illusion of texture, like the rough bark of a tree or the soft fur of an animal. Each of these techniques offers a different way to express yourself through your painting. They allow you to play with texture and depth, light and shadow, bringing a sense of realism and vibrancy to your work. It's like being a magician, conjuring up different worlds with just a flick of your brush. But remember, these aren't rigid rules. They're more like guidelines, and the best part about painting is that you're free to experiment and find your own style. Maybe you'll discover a new technique that's all your own. Maybe you'll blend these techniques together in a way that's uniquely you. With these techniques, you can create a painting that's uniquely yours. So go ahead, pick up that brush, and let your creativity flow. After all, each stroke, each dot, each blend is a reflection of you, a piece of your soul immortalized on canvas. And that, dear friends, is the true beauty of painting. And there you have it, your very first painting. In this journey, we've gathered our essential supplies, chosen a subject, sketched our composition, and brought it to life with color. Along the way, we've experimented with different brush techniques, discovered the joy of blending, and experienced the thrill of seeing our vision take form on canvas. Remember, this is just the beginning. Art is an endless exploration, a constant dance of creativity. Each brush stroke, each color choice, is a step forward in your artistic journey. Don't be disheartened by mistakes or imperfections. They are your teachers, guiding you towards improvement and mastery. Keep practicing, keep experimenting, embrace the freedom that art offers. There are no boundaries, no right or wrong, only you, your brush, and the canvas. So go forth, brave artist, and paint your world with the colors of your imagination. Thanks for joining us today. Remember, the world is your canvas. Happy painting.